What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Let's make this delicious banana rum cake. So here I have a ripe banana. The riper the banana, the better it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel this and cut this up into some small pieces. These don't have to be perfect, you just want to make sure that you cut them up into some smaller pieces. Now that's done, here we have a heated pan and I went in with some butter, and I'm going to go ahead and add some sugar, and I'm just going to sit and allow this to caramelize and get a nice color. You don't want it going too far because it will taste bitter. You want it just right, so just as it starts to turn brown, that's when you reach the perfect consistency that you are looking for. So you want to keep an eye and keep stirring until you reach the consistency you're looking for. Here is mine. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add the bananas to this, and I'm going to add some walnut, and I'm going to go ahead, give that a good mix. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of vanilla flavoring. And because this is a rum cake, I'm just going to go in with some spiced rum. Feel free to use any rum of choice. I have some spiced rum, so I'll be using my spiced rum. And I went in with my little handy dandy torch and I cook off the alcohol. You didn't see it right here, but yeah, I went in with my torch and kind of flambé this thing. I mean, the flame didn't come up, but yes, I did that. And you know, you want to give it a good mix. After that, then that's it for the sauce. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this from the heat, and we're going to go ahead and pour it in our baking pan. I'll be using my bun tin here, so I'm just going to pour this in and set this aside to cool down while I work on the cake batter. It's that simple to make the topping. Now in my mixer, I went in with some softened butter and some sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and cream this until it's light and fluffy. And of course, I will leave the full measurement to everything for this particular recipe down in the description box. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and mash my bananas. So here I have 2 more overly ripe bananas. As I've mentioned before, the riper the banana, the better the consistency and the sweeter it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and mash this with my fork into a super soft consistency, puree, baby food like consistency. This is what we are looking for right here. This is the perfect consistency. Now back to our butter and sugar. Here my butter is nice and fluffy. You know, you want to scrape down the sides of the bowl just to make sure that everything is fully incorporated. Now I'm going to go ahead and drizzle in some vegetable oil. The combination of the oil and the butter makes for a super moist cake, and let me tell you, you don't want to skip that step. So now my oil and my butter is cream. I'm just going to go ahead and add my eggs in one at a time. As I mentioned before, I will leave the full measurement to everything down in the description box. Now that I've finished with my eggs, I went in with some vanilla and I keep mixing until everything is just combined. Now time to go in with our banana puree. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this in as well. Now we're going to go in with some all-purpose flour and baking powder and salt. And you know what, once you add your baking powder, your salt and the flour, and I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg. We don't want too much spice here. The nutmeg and the vanilla is just fine. We don't want to overpower the banana flavor. We just want to mix on this speed until everything is just combined. Then that's it. The more you mix, the more dense your cake will be. So if you want a lighter cake, once the flour is fully combined, you stop mixing right there, and that's it for mixing. Yes, the flour will be all over the place, but feel free to use a whisk if you prefer, and just mix until just combined. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add my batter to my banana topping. So yes, I went in with my spatula just to fold in the excess flour that may be lying on the sides and down in the bottom, because the spatula don't go all the way down to the bottom. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pour my batter into my bun tin. And of course, if you don't have a bun tin, you could use whatever baking pan you have on hand. It will come out just the same. Make sure to just grease or line it properly so we don't stick to the bottom of the pan. Now I'm just going to go ahead, finish adding the batter, and I'm going to level this off, and I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven of 350 degrees for 40 minutes to 50 minutes. You guys, every oven is different. You want to just make sure that once you insert a toothpick or anything, it comes out clean. You don't really want to over bake, so you want to keep an eye on it. So between the 40-minute mark, you want to go ahead and check your cake to see if it's done. Now after 50 minutes, my cake is out of the oven, and I allow it to sit for a little bit. Now I'm just going to go ahead and turn this out, and let me tell you, the smell of this was amazing. Oh my God, my house is smelling amazing. Yes, guys, if you like what you see thus far and you haven't yet subscribed, like, or follow, go ahead, hit that button. I really appreciate it. Now let me show you what the cake is looking like on the inside. It's super moist, tender, and flavorful. I don't know, the texture of the cake is just to die for. That's it, my beautiful people. I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.